Magandang araw mga bata! Nandito muli tayo sa panibagong video tutorial session ni Teacher Jen. Nung nakaraan ay tinalakay natin ang 4 fundamental operations kung saan natutunan natin kung paano mag-divide, mag-add, mag-subtract at mag-multiply. Ito ay mapapanood natin sa iba pang mga video session ni Teacher Jen. At ano naman ang aabangan ninyo ngayon? Ginoong Pikit? Asan ka na, Ginoong Pikit? Ginoong Pikit? Gamitin ko nga to. Ginoong Pikit, nasaan ka na? Andito ako, gatsik na yan. Pasensya ka na kung natagalan ako. Marami akong inasikaso sa loob. Ngayon, ay tatalakayin natin ang problems involving rational expressions. Alamin natin kung paano mag-solve dito. Okay. Maraming salamat, Ginoong Pikit at Gatsip na yan sa magandang pagpapakilala sa akin. Yan talaga ang trabaho ng dalawang yan, ang magpakilala sa magtuturo ngayong araw na ito. Kung may mga insight sila mamaya, willing na willing silang i-share sa inyo kung ano yung mga insight nila sa lesson na ito. Okay, so ngayon nasa huling bahagi na tayo ng week 4, ang problem solving involving rational expressions. So ano yung mga dapat matutunan ng mga bata pagkatapos nilang mapanood ang video na to. So pagkatapos ng video na ito, dapat marunong na silang mag-solve ng rational expressions using trial and error or algebraically. Okay, so sa nakaraan kong video, hindi ko na pinakita yung trial and error kasi understood naman pag trial and error, magta-try sila. Okay, hanggat makuha nila yung tamang sagot. So ang ibibigay ko na is yung paano i-solve algebraically. Okay, so ito po yung site. Pwede nyo pong bisitahin tong reference na to. Paki-screenshot na lang po. Now, bago tayo pumunta sa lesson, meron ditong situation. So, yung situation natin, if the same number is added to the numerator and denominator of 3/5, the result is 1/3. Find the number. Okay, so meron tayong fraction, tapos meron ka raw i-add sa numerator at denominator. Pag yung number na yon, in-add mo raw sa numerator and denominator, ang result ay 1/3. So ano yung number na kailangan mong idagdag? Okay. So mamaya, pagkatapos ng session na to, pwede nyo pong ilagay sa comment section yung sagot natin, yung sagot nyo po dito. Yan, sa think for a while. Okay. So for examples, let's have examples. So number 1, if the same number is added to the numerator and denominator of -4/7, the result is -9/2. Bumaba yung cursor. The result is -9/2. Find the number. So same situation nung kanina. So yung sa think for a while, iniiwan ko po yung answers sa mga viewers. So kayo po ang magsosolve nun after nitong video lesson. Then, i-comment nyo po sa comment section, ipi-PM nyo po sa akin, kaya alin man doon yung magagawa ninyo para ma-receive ko yung inyong mga solution, yung inyong mga answer, isa-shoutout ko po sa next video ko. Okay. Sige, so let's have number 1. So meron po tayong fraction na -4/7. So ano daw yung number na i-add sa numerator and denominator para makakuha ka ng -9/2. Okay, so let's have this one. Plus -9/2. Okay. So sabi sa given as a problem, same number. So same number. So by trial and error, pwede natin siyang i-box para malaman ng mga bata na that is the same number. Kasi nakabox siya. Okay. So, paano natin gagawin naman algebraically? So, ganyan yung illustration ng problem. So, by algebraically, since wala tayong idea kung ano yung missing number, we're going to use variable. So, we are going to let A be the number be the number added to numerator and denominator. Okay, so this is our representation. So let's have equation. So -4 plus A all over 7 plus A. So yan. Yan. So ito yung mangyayari. Yan. Kasi both numerator and denominator, that will give you -9 over 2. Now, since both of them is fraction, paano natin isosolve to? So, we can solve this one by avoid working with fractions. Avoid working with fractions. Okay. So, by avoid working with fractions, ang mangyayari is mawawala yung fraction natin. So, paano mawawala yung fraction? We're going to multiply by its LCM. So, you have here -4. So, -4 plus A all over 7 plus A equals -9 over 2. So, imumultiply natin sa kanilang LCM. So, as you can see, magkaiba yung denominators ng ating given. So, ang magiging LCM nila is silang dalawa. So, you have 2 times 7 plus A. And here, you can have 2 times 7 plus A also. So, 2 times 7 plus A. So, ganyan ang mangyayari. Okay. Sige, so habang binubura ko yung kabilang side, pwede nyong i-screenshot itong, itong part na to. Okay. So, kasi ang rule natin, mas madaling mag-solve ng equation ng walang fractions. Mas madali yon kasi most of the time, sanay tayo na walang fraction sa pagsosolve. Pero hindi ibig sabihin na hindi natin na iniiwasan natin yung mga equations sa may fractions. Ang gusto lang sabihin nitong process na to, na avoid working with fractions, ay ito yung isa sa mga paraan para mapabilis yung pagsosolve natin or maging siya, easy. Okay. So dito, since minultiply mo siya sa LCM nila, mapapansin mo na this one, may common sila, 7 plus A. So madidivide tong 7 plus A natin. This would be turns out into 2 times -4 plus A equals 2. So you have -9. You have 7 plus A. So 2 times -4, you have -8 plus 2A Then you have negative 63 plus or minus 9a. So, we have here, so mapapansin nyo, wala na tayong fractions. Yan, nawala na yung ating fractions. So, linawin ko lang, ito po ay 9. Yan, 9 po yan. Yan. Okay, so next step, lahat ng variables natin nasa left, lahat ng numbers ay nasa right. So, mag-a-add ako rito ng plus 9, here plus 9a. So, you have here negative 8 plus 11a minus 63. Then, lahat ng numbers nasa right. So, plus 8, plus 8. So, you have 11a equals negative 5. Now, nandun na tayo sa answer. Malapit na tayo sa answer. So, kung titingnan nyo mabuti, as we get the LCM of both denominators, napasimple yung ating equations. Basta marunong lang or alam nyo lang yung gagawin ninyo. Okay. So, divided by 55 to. Sorry, it's 55. Divided by 11. So, A is negative 5. So, therefore, if we're going to look back dun sa ating representation, si A ay yung number. So, ibig sabihin, negative 5. Therefore, negative 5 is the number that will be added to numerator and denominator. Yan. Okay, so the number that we're looking for is negative 5. Now, how are we going to know if our answer is correct? Siyempre, may checking ito. So, balikan natin yung ating fraction kanina. Kanina, sabi niya, si negative 4 over 7, nung may number daw na inad sa kanya, ang result daw ay negative 9 over 2. So, ang number na nahanap natin kanina ay negative 5. Negative 5. Okay, so pag in-add natin, negative 4 plus negative 5, it will give you negative 9. 7 plus negative 5, it would be positive 2. So, negative 9 over 2. That's negative 9 over 2. Okay. Okay. So, let's have number 2. If a number is added to the numerator of 2 over 7, and twice the number is subtracted from the denominator, the result is 5. Find the number. Okay, so for number 2, you need a comprehension for this problem. We really need comprehension each of the time in solving problem solvings. Okay, bakit kailangan na naiintindihan natin? Kasi po, kung mali ang representation, kung mali ang pagkakaintindi natin sa problem, probably mali rin ang representation, magkakamali ka sa equation, at lalong-lalo na doon sa final answer. Okay. Now, so meron tayo ditong numerator, meron ulit tayo ditong fractions na 2 over 7. Tapos meron kang i-add na number o a certain number. Okay, and after that, there is a different story in the denominator wherein Sabi doon, hindi lang number, kundi twice the number subtracted from the denominator. Kung mali ang pagkakaintindi natin sa salitang subtracted from, probably mali yung answer na magki-came up. So, let us proceed. So, you have, on example number 2, we have the fraction 2 over 7. Is it right? 2 over 7. Okay. So, a number is added to the numerator of 2 over 7. So, meron kang i-add sa numerator. And twice a number. So, ibig sabihin, dalawang beses nito is subtracted from. So, it should be 7 minus twice a number. That will result on 5. Or the resulting number will be 5. According to the problem, the result is 5. Now, common mistake of the children, baka hindi 7 minus ang mangyari. Baka maging twice minus 7. Ang subtracted from ay 7 minus, pagka naman sinabing the difference of and 7. So, magiging ganito. Twice a number minus 7. So, ito yung pinagkaiba nila. The difference of, o kaya, twice a number minus 7. Parang, twice a number minus 7. Pero usually, kung hindi ito naiintindihan, kung hindi ito iintindihin ng mga bata, baka instead na mag-come up sila sa 7 minus twice, ito, ay mag-come up naman sila dito. Ito yung karaniwang misconceptions. Kung hindi iintindihin mabuti, baka itong binulugan ko ng yellow, ang ilagay, instead itong binilugan ko ng blue, sky blue. Okay. So, napaka-importante na i-check natin yung pagkakaunawa ng mga bata. Okay. So, yun yung keyword natin, subtracted from 7. Okay. Now, let us proceed algebraically. So, we have here let A, o B naman, kasi A, let B be the number and 2B twice the number. Twice the number. So this is our representation. Let's have our equation. So our equation will be 2 plus B is equals to 7 minus 2B equals 5. Now, ma'am, yung fraction, yung nasa right side, hindi po fraction, whole number. Samantalang nasa left side ay fraction. Meron tayong pwedeng gawin para magmukha silang fraction parehas. So ito si 5, lalagyan mo lang ng over 1 para mukha siyang fraction. So 5 over 1. We all know that 5 over 1 is equivalent also to 5. So ganyan ang gagawin natin. Next, we have the solution. Katulad ng ginawa natin kay number 1, we are going to multiply both expressions into its LCM. So dahil ang fractions natin or denominator ng fractions ay magkaiba, ang kanilang magiging LCM ay silang dalawa mismo by pair. So ito, you have 1 times 7 minus 2b. Then this would be 7 minus 2b times 1. Okay, so as you can see, meron na tayong common factor. Meron tayong common factor dito. This would be 1. And this would be 7 minus 2b. So you have now 1 times 2 plus b is equal to 5 times 7 minus 2b. Okay. So let's have this one. So 1 times 2, you have 2. 1 times b, you have b. 5 times 7, you have 35. 5 minus 2b, you have negative 10b. Okay. So as you can see, in-apply natin yung process kanina na avoid working with fractions para magmukhang simple yung ating equations. Kasi, syempre, ang isang problem solving, syempre, problem na nga siya, poproblemahin mo pa. So, dapat, sa solution, inaayos mo yung problema. Ganun dapat yon. Sa solution pa lang, your aim is ayusin yung problema kaysa paguluhin natin yung problem. Okay. Now, ano natin? Tuloy natin. 2 plus b equals 35 minus 10b. So, minus b. You have here minus b equals 2 plus 0. Then 35 minus 11b. Okay, so here, yung ano naman, yung number naman, ililipat natin sa right. So, minus 35 and 2 minus 35. So, you have now negative 33 equals 0 minus 11b. Okay. So, as you can see, ang ginawa ko lang, nag-i-eliminate lang ako ng numbers tsaka variables. Okay? Basta, ang gagawin nyo lang mga bata, dapat nasa isang side yung letter, nasa isang side yung variable. Pagsasamahin nyo siya sa isang side. So, yung position ng ng variables at number, okay lang siya kung sino yung nasa left at kung sino yung nasa right. Basta tama yung ginagawa ninyong process. May mga instances yung variable ko nasa left, minsan naman nasa right. Okay, depende yon. As long as you apply the addition property of equality and the multiplication property of equality. So here we have now negative 33 equals negative 11b. So we divide both sides by negative 11. So the answer is positive 3. If we're going to look back on our representation, b is the number. Okay, so therefore, 3 is the number and 6 is twice the number. 6 is twice the number. Okay. Ma'am, bakit ka nagkaroon ng 6? Tandaan natin kanina sa ating fractions, meron tayong number at saka twice the number. Kaya kinuha rin natin yung twice. Okay. Balikan natin yung ating representation kanina. So, balikan natin. Ano nga uli yung fraction na yon? 2 over 7. So, 2 over 7. So, this is 2 plus 3. And this is 7 minus 6. Ito yung number, yung 3. Ito yung twice. The resulting fraction will be 5. So, 2 plus 3 is 5. 7 minus 6 is 1. So, the answer is 5 over 1 or 5. Okay. So, therefore, our answer is correct. Now, let's have the third example. The sum of a number and its reciprocal is 17/4. Find the number. Ito, ibang usapan naman. The sum of a number and its reciprocal is 17/4. Okay. So, medyo madali naman siya kasi meron namang reciprocal. So, I hope lahat kayo alam nyo na yung reciprocal. But I'm going to review first. If I have a number 5, the reciprocal is 1/5. If I have 4, the reciprocal is 1/4. If I have 3, I have 1/3. If I have 1/2, the reciprocal is 2/1. Okay? If I have 6, the reciprocal is 1/6. If I have 1/8, the reciprocal is 8. And so on. Yan. So, medyo na-recall na natin ngayon. Na-recall na natin. Balikan natin ang problem. Let's say ito yung number plus the reciprocal of a number is equals to 17/4. Let me check. Okay. Tama naman. So, dito makikita nyo na yung answer sa module na ginawa ko. So, kung sakaling interested kayo na magkaroon ng kopya ng aking module, mag-PM lang. Bibigyan ko po kayo. Okay. Now, so to solve the problem, we're going to let a variable, let's see, be the number, and 1/c is the reciprocal. So our equation will be c plus 1/c is equals to 17/4. Now, we're going to apply also, avoid working with fractions. Avoid working with fractions. Now, gagawin natin, so you have c plus 1/c equals 4. So dahil isa lang yung mukhang fraction, gagawin nating mukhang fraction lahat. So lalagyan mo lahat yan ng over 1. Then after that, you're going to multiply them by their LCD, 1c and 1. So the LCD of each is 1 times c. Here, the LCD of each is 1 times c. So you have now 1 times c plus 1 times c, 1/c equals 4/1 times 1c. Siyempre may over 1 dito. Yan. Okay. So as you can see, may common factor. Madidivide to. Madidivide yan. At madidivide ito. So mangyayari, magiging over 1 na lang lahat. So you have now c times c. You have c squared plus 1 times 1. You have 1 equals ano to? 4. Tama ba? Is it 4? No pala, 17/4. I'm sorry. Nagkamali ako ng given na overlook ko na naman. It's 17/4. Buti na lang nakita. Nakita ko uli. 17/4. So ito dapat ay 4c. So ito ay 4c. So dahil ito ay 4c, 4c, at ito ay 4c. Yan. over 1. So, wala ditong makakancel. Okay. Burayan na natin. C over 1 is the same as C. So, ganun din. 4 over C times C. So, you have here 4C squared. 4C squared. How about this one? So, this should be 4C squared plus 4. And this one is equals to 17C. Oh. Mukhang ano ah. Mukhang mapapalaban tayo. Daming medyo ano yung given natin, maganda-ganda. Yan. Okay. Let me clarify muna kung tama yung mga ginawa ko. So dito wala itong wala siyang cancel dyan, wala siyang division. That would be 4C. Ito meron. Okay? So I think tama naman na lahat. Okay, tama na lahat. Now, kung mapapansin ninyo, iaayos natin yung equation. So si 17C, kailangan nating ilipat sa right side para maging equation siya. So you have 14C squared minus 17C. So magma-minus ka ng 17C and minus 17C. So nandito siya nakasingit, plus 4 equals 0. So as you can see, ang nagawa po natin ay general trinomials. General trinomials in AC form. So gagamitin natin yung AC method. So you have 4 times 4. So you have here 16. Dapat, pag nag-factor ka ng 16, ang sum nila ay negative 17. Kasi ito yung sum mo. Sum. Okay, now, let us factor. Negative 16, negative 1. Yan. So, madali na lang siya. Hindi na tayo magta-try ng 4 at saka 4 kasi ang sum natin malaki. So, automatic itong kukunin natin. Since pag tinimes mo naman siya, dalawang negative, the product is positive. And here, the sum is negative 17. Okay. So, next step is we're going to divide by 4. Kasi we're still using the AC method. So, you have now negative 4 and negative 1/4. Okay. So, pa-factor natin. So, you have x minus 4 and x minus 1/4. Okay, so how are we going to get the answer? Factored form pa lang siya. So, kung manunod kayo ng mga nakaraan kong video, ini-equate po natin ang bawat isa sa 0. So, madali lang naman siyang ilagay kasi we're going to equate both factors into 0. So, you have x minus 4 equals 0 and x minus 1/4 equals 0. So, plus 4 plus 4. So, you have x equals 4. And here, plus 1/4 plus 1/4. So, you have here x equals 1/4. Okay. So, tingnan ninyo yung ating answers. Balikan ninyo yung ating representation kanina. Uy, ba't ganun? Okay. So, kanina, o nga pala, bakit naging C? Ba't naging X? C pala yun. Sorry, this should be C. This should be C. Okay. Now, sabi natin kanina, C is the number. So, kung ang C ay 4, therefore, C is the number. and 1/4 is the reciprocal. Or pwede rin, or, kaya lang sabi niya kasi the number. So, between 4 and 1/4, alin doon ang kukunin natin? Between 4 and 1/4. So, ang tamang sagot natin ay 4. Kasi according dun sa given, ang hinahanap niya ay number. Si 1/4 ay hindi number, siya ay fraction. Tandaan nyo po, si 4 ay number at si 1/4 ay fraction. Now, pagdating dito, syempre yung 1/4, yun na yung reciprocal. So sa sinosolve natin, kung iintindihin natin yung solution ng sinosolve natin, ito ay part pa lang ng solution. Hindi pa siya yung final answer. So between 4 and 1/4, ang kukunin kong number ay si 4, hindi si 1/4. Kasi si 1/4 ay fraction. Ang hinahanap mo ay number. So 4 is the number and 1/4 is the reciprocal. Pag nakuha mo pa lang yung number, tsaka ka pa lang kukuha ng reciprocal, which is 1/4. Okay. Now, paano natin malalaman kung tama ang nakuha natin, Mam-Gen? Okay. So, syempre, we're going to try. If the answer is 17/4. So, you have 4. You have 4 plus 1/4. So, itong 4 plus 1/4, that would be 4 and 1/4. Diba? Addition of whole number and the fraction. So, magiging mixed fraction siya. So, you're going to transform the mixed fraction into improper fraction. So, mangyayari, ginagawa ng mga bata, they're going to multiply. So, 4 times 4, that would be 16. So, 4 times 4 plus 1 all over 4. So, you have now 16. Pagdating dito, we're going to multiply, then we're going to add. Sulat ko ng malaki, baka hindi makita. So, ito po ay 4 times 4. Mukha siyang plus, sorry. So, ito po ay 4 times 4, then plus 1. So, pag in-add natin, so this should be 16 plus 1 over 4 or 17/4. Okay, so tama yung ating answer. Next, number 3. Last one, kasi meron nang nakalagay task 1. An isosceles triangle has two sides of length 2x plus 6. The perimeter of the triangle is 7x plus 21. Determine the ratio of the base to the perimeter. Okay, so number 3, kailangan naiintindihan nyo pong mabuti yung problem. Unang-una, ang given ay hindi basta-basta triangle, kundi binanggit niya that is isosceles triangle. So pag sinabi nating isosceles, ang given natin ay isosceles triangle. Sinabi niyang isosceles, two sides are equal. Two sides are equal. Okay. Ngayon, sabi niya yung perimeter, dapat alam nyo yan ha, perimeter is 7x plus 21. So, i-recall natin to ng konti. Sinabi natin perimeter ng triangle, that is sum of all sides. Sum of all sides. Medyo i-recall lang natin kasi baka nakalimutan. So, perimeter is A plus B plus C. Okay, so perimeter ng triangle. Then, balik tayo. Determine the ratio of base to perimeter. So, you are looking for the ratio of base to perimeter. So therefore, you are looking for B over P. Yan. Small b over P. Okay. So, let us draw the triangle. So, sabi kanina sa figure, ito yung itsura niya, 2x plus 6. And parehas 2x plus 6. Okay. So, parehas to. So, ibig sabihin, ano yung side nito? So, binanggit kanina na ang perimeter natin ay 7x plus 21. Is that so? Okay. 7x plus 21. Okay. So, binigay yung kabuuan, may nawawalang parts. So, ang mangyayari ngayon, our equation now will be, P equals A plus B plus C. Given that P is 7x plus 21, so therefore, you have the whole 7x plus 21 equals 2x plus 6. Dahil dalawa naman yan, ulitin natin, lakihan ko. You have 7x plus 21 equals 2x plus 6 plus 2x plus 6. Dalawang 2x plus 6 yan. Okay. Plus C. Ito yon. Kunwari, ito yung C. Okay. So we combine similar terms. So we have now 7x plus 21. So 2 plus 2, you have 4. So 4x plus 12 plus C. So here, we're going to transfer lahat. So minus 4x and minus 4x. So this would turns out into burahin ko na. Malaki kasi ang sulat ko. Yan. Okay, so habang binubura ko, you can take the screenshot. Okay, so this one, so 7 minus 4, this would be, ito po yung continuation. Yan. 7 minus 4, that would be 3x plus 21 equals 12 plus C. So minus 12 and minus 12. So 0 plus C. So you have 3x plus 9. So here, so ibig sabihin, itong C na to, yung missing part kanina, ito yung sukat ng missing parts natin. Now, i-drawing uli natin yung triangle natin kanina. So ito yung 2x plus 6, 2x plus 6, and ito yung 3x plus 9. Yung 3x plus 9 natin, siya mismo yung base kasi ito yung mismong baba ng triangle. Now, the question really is, what is the ratio of base into its perimeter? So kung babalikan natin ang problem, perimeter is 7x plus 21, while your base is 3x plus 9. So base over perimeter perimeter of triangle. So you have 3x plus 9 over 7x plus 21. Okay. Now, nung nakuha mo yung expression, mapapansin nyo na yung ating expressions ay factorable. So, factorable naman siya. So, we apply the CMF and CMF also. Common monomial factor. So, common factor sa numerator is 3. So, ilalabas mo yung 3. So, you have 3 times x plus 3. Ilalabas mo rito yung 7 kasi you have 7 times x plus 3. Okay, so you have x plus 3 over x plus 3. So you have here 3 over 7. So therefore, the ratio of base to perimeter is 3 over 7. This is the ratio. So lagyan naman natin ng final answer. Lagyan natin ng sentence. Let's end the answer into a sentence. Therefore, the ratio of base to perimeter is 3 over 7. Okay, so that is now the answer. Ito na yung ating sagot. So, kung hindi nyo masyadong na-gets itong ano na to, pwede nyo uling balikan. Okay. But I think makukuha nyo naman. Masasagutan nyo na yung think for a while kanina sa bungad. Okay, so let me end this first. Yan, if you have questions, clarifications regarding this one, you can put it down on your on the comment section, or you can contact me via messenger, or pwede nyong kausapin tong dalawa. Yung dalawa kong alagad. Yan. Okay. So ito, balikan natin yung think for a while. Okay. So, if you are interested to answer this question, you can upload it in the comment section. You can PM me. Syempre with complete solution. If you have techniques regarding with this, feel free to share. And I'm going to acknowledge you on my next video tutorial. Okay, so if there's no more clarifications regarding this one, don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Then I will let the two to summarize what I did. Okay, so it's your turn.
Sa pagsosolve ng problems involving rational algebraic expressions, kailangan nating intindihing mabuti ang mga problem. Kailangan basahin natin itong mabuti. Tandaan din natin ang mga natatanging keywords katulad ng added to, subtracted from, added by, at kung ano-ano pang phrases na inaral natin last year. Kapag tama ang pagkakaintindi sa phrases, tama din ang representation, lalong-lalo na ang equation. Ang representation at equation ang isa sa pundasyon ng tamang solution at tamang answer. Kaya dapat sa umpisa pa lang ng problem ay naiintindihan at nabivisualize na natin ito. Di ba gatsik na yan? Gatsik na yan. Asan ka gatsik na yan? Tinaguan mo naman ako. Kanina akong nagtago. Gatsik na yan. Andito ako. Ay, may tinapos lang ako, ginoong pikit. Ay, ako, ayun, nagsosolve pa rin ako kanina, pero nakuha ko na yung answer. Ganun ba? Ganun ba? Ay, ikaw talaga, gatsik na yan, makakalimutin ka na talaga. Sabay nga natin pinag-aralan ito dati. Ay, nako, mga bata, kailangan mag-practice kayo na mag-practice para hindi kayo maging katulad ni gatsik na yan na makakalimutin, pero nakakaalala pa rin. Napaka-ionic nun teka, tingnan mo, marami pa tayong gagawing video lessons. Kaya, mga bata, huwag kayong mapagod sa pagsosolve ng mga math questions ninyo para ma-inspire kami ni Ginoong Pikit at ma-inspire din si Teacher Jen. Kaya mga bata, ano man ang sitwasyon, ano nga yun Ginoong Pikit? Ano man ang sitwasyon, tuloy ang edukasyon. Yeah!